I'm talking about.
Puts it up, gets the ball! Oladipo going to streak and pack it.
Basketball, religion, and Pyre. You're probably asking yourself, what is the connecting tissue between these three things? What could possibly connect sports, religion, and a video game? Well, the answer is faith. The dictionary defines faith as the complete trust or confidence in something, or a strong belief in God. Pyre at its core is a game about faith, both in its fast sports gameplay and its storytelling. Pyre uses faith as its driving force. Pyre is the newest game from Supergiant Studios, who are famous for making Transistor and Bastion, both cult classics that deal with intense themes. Pyre puts you in the shoes of a reader, a character that has been banished for the crime of, you guessed it, literacy. After being banished to an apocalypse-laden world called the Downside, you meet up with a group of outcasts and vow to help them on their quest for freedom through a game called The Rights.
You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights.
Basically, it's like NBA Jam mixed with Oregon Trail. It's like NBA Street fused with Persona 5. It's kind of like NBA 2K17 had a baby with Final Fantasy Tactics, but you get the picture. Pyre is fast-paced, strategic, methodical, and frenetic all at once. It combines the fast gameplay of basketball with the decision-making of a slow-paced RPG. In basketball and in Pyre, players must come together to achieve a common goal, and to succeed, you must have faith in your teammates, and they must have faith in you. In Pyre, you participate in a sports-like ritual called The Rights, which borrows a lot of its rules from 3-on-3 basketball. During The Rights, your team of outcasts must take the floating celestial ball and dunk it into the opponent's burning pyre, and with every point scored, the pyre's flame grows more dim. Once your pyre is fully extinguished, you lose. Every time a character scores, they're banished from the match for a short time. This forces the player to adopt new strategies throughout each match in order to properly maximize a team's potential. Do you score with the fastest character and banish him, or do you use your slowest and most lumbering character to give you a chance to score in the future? Once you have a seemingly winning strategy, you lose a team member, forcing you to completely change your playstyle or risk losing the game. When you win later in the game, characters are completely removed from your roster entirely, thus making your decisions even more important than before. Through this, Pyre emphasizes that players can't win without their team, and they can't win unless they have faith in each other. But how is it related to religion? How is a basketball RPG connected to religion at all? Well, Pyre interacts with religion on multiple levels, and does so in a very thorough way. The game interacts with religious traditions, the lore of religion, and of course faith in others and faith in a higher power. In the world of Pyre, the rites are considered a religious ceremony. Characters wear traditional garb and face masks and conduct the rites on ancient holy ground, where gods are said to have once roamed. Much like lighting a menorah during Hanukkah, characters in the game treat the rite as a serious tradition that have been passed down for generations. It feels like these traditions have lasted much longer than you and will continue much after you leave. Characters in Pyre also pray in the traditional sense. Characters in the game can pray to statues of the old gods and will ask them for help on their journey towards freedom. By praying to these statues, characters can become empowered and gain increased stats for the next round of play, showing that faith in this world is not only important from a story perspective, but also a gameplay perspective. Pyre also explores religious lore through its in-game encyclopedia known as the Book of Rights. The book itself is said to have been written by the old gods and can only be read by a select few. It contains the lore of the world of Pyre and talks about stories and parables from the past, similar to the Bible or other religious texts. But Pyre focuses most on the concept of faith. Like I mentioned before, faith is the complete trust or confidence in something, or a strong belief in God. Throughout the story of the game, your characters devise a plan towards their freedom. As you continue to play throughout the game, you are given a probability of the likelihood of its success. However, your probability is never 100%. There is always a chance that your hard work will be for nothing, that your risks will also be for nothing. Your characters must have faith during the rites in one another, and they must have faith in their overarching plan. This intersection of faith in team members and a plan, juxtaposed with faith in gods and religious traditions, impressed me and made me think more deeply on my own relationship with faith. I was raised in a multi-faith household. My mother was raised Catholic and my father was raised Jewish, and this gave me a unique experience growing up. I never really felt connected to a single religion, and I didn't connect with one religious community. Obviously, faith in God is a pillar of these religions, but also faith in yourself and faith in others are hallmark lessons. And that lesson is reinforced throughout Pyre, that faith in others and faith in society to do the right thing is most important above all. Faith that others can do good. Faith that you can make the world better. That having faith in other people is a strength, not a weakness. Each character faces faith in a different way, and this made me re-examine my own faith. Pyre asked me difficult questions like, what makes religion powerful? Why are people attracted to religion? And why is it we turn to religion and faith during our darkest moments? Pyre showed me a different perspective about religion through its great storytelling and team-based gameplay. It made me realize that faith in other people is what can bring about positive change. Whether your goal is scoring a point in basketball or bringing about positive change in the world, Pyre showed me that faith in others and society as a whole is what can make the world a better place.